Hello there, I'm Michelle B, and I've made a string of romantic readings for you. It's a pick a scenario kind of thing where you choose from 3 cards. You resonate with the images, or if you already know about tarot, you're resonating with the scenario that's in the card, and then we'll go from there, taking a look at what the trajectory is ahead and any guidance that you might need to have for those scenarios. So this is mostly for the feminines, and speaking about their interactions with the masculine are always welcome to tune in and enjoy it, but I just want to let you know who who I'm like sending my thoughts and descriptions to. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okie dokie, Leo, here we go. Let's get 3 cards for you. You can look at the images in each of these cards as your particular scenario, how it resonates. Some of you may already be familiar, like I said before. Some of you may already be familiar with the tarot and know what those images stand for. And others of you just might look at the picture and be like, yeah, that's me. So we got the 9 of Cups, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the Magician for Leo. Okay, so look at all of these for just a second and say, okay, that's my thing. You just like feel the vibration of it and be like, yep, that's my story. Okay. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and start with number 1. I'm going to do number 2 and number 3. Whichever one, you can like go ahead, you can skip ahead in the video to the scenario that you feel that you most resonate with. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the number 1 card, the 9 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 9 of Cups, which is, it's like being satisfied, and it's not being satisfied because you're with someone else, just being satisfied with your life in general. It's emotional satisfaction. So either you are on your own, or you're with a companion, but you're just kind of feeling pretty good. Well, that's a good scenario to start with. Let's look at the trajectory of this. I'm feeling like a lot of you, I think it's a split. My intuition tells me that those of you who resonate with this, it's a split between like half of you are like satisfied on your own and just being like, yeah, you know, I could be stoked if I had somebody else, but I'm pretty happy on my own. And the other ones are like, I'm in a companionship, but my happiness is not based on that. So that's a good place to be in. Trajectory, please, for Leo. The Empress being in reversed. So yeah, there's something else. Toot, my little train friend is giving a little toot off in the distance, over in the train yard. Yeah, this shush. The Empress is like, she's in her full creative capacity, but because it's in reverse, you're like, there is something that's missing, and it could be that you're looking into like having a family. If you're considering getting pregnant, you're considering, you know, being with child, because the Empress is pregnant. It's like, when is that going to happen? Or if you're single, you're like, I really do need to be finding somebody. Okay, so let's look at the guidance that we have for you going forward with getting what you want. How do you get what you want here, huh? Leo, get what you desire. What's the guidance for this? Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Do you need to be married? Ooh. Do you need to be in a partnership? This is interesting. This like you're stuck in this tape loop of what an ideal relationship is supposed to look like. And because you haven't found that yet, you think you're not in if you are in a companionship right now, you have someone you're intimate with, you're like, well, I can be, everything will be perfect. The 10 of Cups scenario will be perfect, but these are the outside influences that I need to have in order to be satisfied. I need to be able to, like, you know, have the white picket fence kind of dream. We have to be married. We have to have a baby. We have to be like in a house together. Like, is that really what you actually need in order to be like really satisfied in a relationship? Or could there be something like an alternative to that? that would be satisfying to you if you're in a hurry. Those of you who like are not in a companionship and you want to have a baby, why do you have to be in a relationship to have a baby? Think about that, huh? You could just do it on your own. It's not easy. I know that it's like the whole like adoption or it's not an easy thing, but it can be done. I've seen it happen often. Feminine individuals who decide to go ahead and have a baby without being in a relationship. You can do that. And alternatively, if you're in a relationship and you're like, I wish I could have a baby, I wish I could have the family and the perfect life, and your partner's not able to do that for you for whatever reason, can you be satisfied anyway? So give that some thought. That's the guidance right now, is give all that thought to the constructs of what your expectations are in being completely satisfied, taking yourself to the next level. So let's go on to the second scenario, the Ace of Pentacles. It can be representative of it's a material offer. So I feel like there's some of you who are like really doing well materially, and you're feeling like, yes, this is what I need in order to be satisfied. What is my intuition telling me? My intuition is telling me that there's somebody that is making an offer to you that it's very tangible. And you're like, should I take it? I'm not sure. Well, let's look at the trajectory of it in the short-term and long-term future. Well, 3 cards wanted to come out. You're questioning whether or not they're a flake, right? You're questioning whether or not they are actually going to come through. So there's that doubt that it's like you might see that they're not all that they're saying that they are. They might be like saying it's all talk and not real action. Nothing real to go with it. And yeah, I'm not seeing that this offer that somebody is making towards you is really what you think it is. You might be forward projecting. You might be projecting what you want into it. They're like making an offer and you're projecting your desires into it, your best case scenario desires, and that's not actually what they mean. So it is really important to clarify. This King of Swords is here saying like, let's clarify this. Like, what specifically do you mean? This is not what I understood. So like, what's up with that? So guidance going forward for Leos in this Ace of Pentacles situation. Guidance for Leos. There's one. Ugh. And the Queen of Wands. That's you in your element. I'm seeing this. This Ten of Wands is saying like, don't jump to any conclusions yet. I think perhaps you are, like I said, projecting from your own experience and from your own expectations, and that can lead to something that is like it's a really heartbreaking kind of scenario. But instead, be in your element of enjoying life as it is at this moment. If you enjoy the company of this person, it doesn't really matter if what they're offering to you isn't what you thought it was. Just wait and see what that offer actually is going to amount to before you start making big plans for the future. This is really about living. This situation is really about living in the moment, watching and waiting and seeing. Because if you get yourself all bound up in what you think they mean instead of really knowing what that is that they actually are offering, you're not living in the moment, you're living in the future. And when those two things line up, it's not going to be satisfying to you. It's not going to give you a lot of pleasure. So yeah, the cards are trying to say, just take it a day at a time. Watch and wait. Don't give up on it yet, but just see what it is. That's what's really going on, what they really mean by it. I've had plenty of my own situations where I thought that a companion was trying to say we're gonna get married and live happily ever after, and really what they meant was I'm just interested in your company for tonight. All right. I mean, our imaginations can go crazy. Oh, coffee, you're so good. Okay. Third scenario, the Magician. creating something out of thin air. This is a major arcana card, and it's all about taking the energy of the universe, bringing it down taking it through your imagination, through your inspiration, and bringing it down into material reality. So it's like you are a conduit to create. So I believe that this is a scenario for singles, once again, just perhaps like this one. But this is like, I am determined to create a relationship for myself that is truly inspired by me living at my greatest potential, and my partner living at their greatest potential. And like, this is going to be like this perfect thing. And so like, you're asking, what is the perfect spell to create to bring that love to myself? Okay, so let's look at the trajectory of this vibration that you're in at this moment. Ooh, the star. I like that. What you're going to be doing in the short term, is you're going to continue looking into your healing from past experiences and how that is still affecting you today. Healing that so that you can be better prepared for this great connection that you're trying to attract to yourself. So I don't see that like immediately that somebody is going to be like shoop coming in, because there are still some blocks that you need to sort out. Find out what those blocks are, and then you'll be able to, the connection is going to happen immediately once those blocks are cleared out of the way. So let's find out. Let's get some guidance for what Leo needs to do going forward to manifest this awesome connection. Ooh, see, let's see what I said? Fast moving, like you'll know that it's right. Whatever it is that's coming in, you know what it's right when it moves quickly. Okay, so there are still some blocks around your heart. You're still protecting yourself quite a bit. You're still very, very worried about being vulnerable in a relationship. Okay, so there could be some trauma that you experienced. I'm so sorry. Some physical trauma that you experienced in past relationships, and that's something that needs to be cleared in order for this awesome connection to come in. Lots of noise happening out in my neighborhood today. Lots of energy flying around in the form of noise. Anyway, yeah, so it's like, see what you can do. I feel like there's some yoni healing, some reproductive organ healing that needs to happen. And I've seen courses on Gaia, what's it called? Anyway, yeah, there's some courses on healing past sexual trauma in particular that I feel the guidance is coming through me for me to give this message to you, that in order for you to have a beautiful physical connection with somebody, which is really, it's not all intimate relationships are based on sexuality, but it really helps. It really helps to be able to be physically vulnerable with someone and to have those aspects of yourself, if not completely healed, but just to be at peace with them. Okay. All right, so those are the messages that have been coming through for you, Leo. Those 3 scenarios, if you resonated with them. But if you're interested in the monthly readings, make sure and subscribe. Get over to my channel, and in the playlist, February 2021 readings, you'll find Leo, your reading for the month ahead. Okay, and with that, I'm closing out. Love you, Leo, and I will see you soon.